thanks for watching. I'm Maria Sorreo. Well, it's been a journey for the Peninsula High football team. Last season was cut short when injuries hit the team so hard they simply didn't have enough players to suit up. But that was then. Now they have a new coach and a new attitude about what it means to play Panther football.
I've been playing football for about since I was 12, and it's really always been a part of my sports life, how I've interacted with other people.
What's this year been like so far? It seems like this is a very special team to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a real bond in this team, a family bond that wasn't really there before. And we're really one knit group, and we're there to win together, lose together, practice together. Basically, we are one group.
Ever since I was little, I've been watching football, grew up watching NFL, college football, and it's just really interests me and just love playing football.
What's it been like this year with all of the changes, especially new coaches, new team, etc.?
It's been very exciting. The coaches came in with bring a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and it's just been really great just getting out here. The new coaches, it's just great.
I've been playing football since 3rd grade, and I chose it as my sport because I just loved playing that. It was just gave me a chance to just lay everything I have on the field.
You know what? You've been playing for a really long time. What do you think you learn year after year as you get older and you're playing this game?
I learned that you got to play as a team. You got to work together. You can't do anything by yourself, and it really helps to have good coaches.
And you have different coaches this year. Well, what's been their philosophy since they got here?
It's just been work hard, work together, listen to them, and they'll help us win games.
Has there been a learning curve working with them, or it seems like it's been all positive?
Yeah, it's been good. It's a lot of new help. We've gotten a lot better.
And what was it like to get that first win in front of the home crowd?
That was, it felt good. A lot of people were like, wow, Penn football, it sucks. They're never going to come back. Can't do it, and feel good to get a win.
Is that motivating for you guys when people say stuff like that?
Yeah, like we always want to get better. Like they talk trash, and we want to show them they're wrong. We could always bounce back.
What's been the biggest challenge for you coming in here?
I think right in the beginning, just getting to know everyone, and that was mainly everything, because once you know everyone, then it's a lot more easier. You have friends, and before that, it was more like just I was kind of awkward in there, but everyone really in a couple of days, everyone was friends, and it was really good.
It seems like these coaches are also very motivating. Tell me about them.
Well, the coaches, they're super motivated. Right when I came, the coach asked me, "Have you ever played football?" I said a little bit. And he was like, "Perfect, it's fine. We'll teach you everything." And he was right.
Initially, I started playing because I wanted to get bigger. I was a lot skinnier than this, and I really just wanted to get bigger. But football taught me a lot more than how to get bigger. It taught me responsibilities and stuff. So that's mainly why I stuck to football, because it taught me a lot more than just physical attributes. I think the change in coaches really did make a difference in getting the team together and figuring all of us out, and who's hanging out with who, and just stop the individual groups and bring them together to form a team.
I played the last 3 years. Personally, I just wanted to get bigger, faster, and I don't know, I wanted it to teach me discipline and mature me.
Seems like from this year to last year to this year, there's been many changes, one of which are coaches. Tell me more about these coaches, what you're learning from them.
The coaches are wonderful coaches. They work us really hard, and that I feel like we're going to be a lot better this year. They're just really disciplined and way different from last year's. Well, it's more bonding. We feel like brothers.
Do you guys hang out together off the field too?
Yeah, a lot more, yeah. Everybody, we always hang out after practice, always go to the Habit, Chipotle.
Nice.
Yeah, great places.
Our new coaches have done a lot. They've brought a whole new vibe to the Peninsula football again, and people have came out and just tried out for football, and a lot of people started to like it, and so it's become a lot bigger, and now it's back.
Home win last week had to feel good. Tell me about that. What was that like?
Oh yeah, it was great. The whole zoo was here. Everyone was supporting us. Panther football it felt like it was just such a great thing to be a part of again, and yeah.
With the new coaches, what are they sort of trying to drill into your head? What are the things they're trying to instill in you?
just go 100% every single play, because we've been doing a lot of drills that implement all of that stuff, and yeah, just go 100% all the time.
Is there a learning curve because they may have different terminology or different plays or?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference from like the plays we ran last year, and learning them this year, it wasn't too bad, but there was definitely a different terminology.
Okay.
I'm a 3-sport athlete right now. I play soccer and tennis also. And as of 2.5 weeks ago, I joined football. My dad contacted Mr. Young. I've always been kind of interested in playing, so I signed up, and here I am.
What was the most motivating factor to join football? This is not an easy sport.
Yeah, so a couple of the guys said they still needed a kicker, and I'm playing soccer, so my leg's pretty strong, and I always wanted to try it, just like watching TV and stuff, so yeah.
What's been the biggest learning curve that you've had to endure from soccer to football when it comes to kicking?
Just like the whole just the different shape of the ball, I kind of got to get used to that, and like taking your steps backward, and a lot of the pressure. There's a lot more pressure in football because you're only kicking the ball once.
Well, these coaches push us all, and they know like that the harder you train in practice, like the easier the games will come, and that's honestly like the biggest thing that I've learned this year from these coaches.
I noticed that you guys are even out here during the summer getting some work in as well.
Yeah, the summer I think helped us a lot because we really trained hard during the summer, and it carried into the first couple games.
Coach Young has really brought us together as a group, and we all respect one another, and we've worked through some very hard practices, so you really bond with your teammates that way.
Seems like it's been pretty cool that you guys won in front of your home crowd. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. A lot of people don't really have the most confidence in us, but to start building up the confidence and the expectations from the school is pretty neat.
Is that kind of motivating to think that maybe teams aren't thinking you guys are going to do anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very motivating, and we just want to come out and play our best every game.
I've been playing football all my life, but I've been playing tackle football since freshman year. And I chose it because I really like the physicality, and it's just different from all the sports, but I also play basketball.
Okay. Is it difficult to play more than one sport at a time when football's so intense, or?
Yeah, it's kind of challenging, but it's really fun. Like, you have to work on time management.
You guys have overcome so much in a year's time. What's been the most difficult part of all this?
The most difficult part was last year when our season was ended. It was hard on all of us, especially the seniors last year, because they didn't want the season ended. They wanted to play. They wanted to have the whole season, but that was the hardest season, the hardest part.
Were you ever worried that the team may not come back together after last year?
No, I had a 100% chance that we were going to come back and strive and be better the next year.
It seems like your coaches have had a lot to do with that, the new coaches. Tell me about them.
New coaches, they're great. All of them are great. Coach Young, he's a great coach. Coach Frenchie, Coach Santos, Coach Troy, they're all great coaches. They know what they're doing. What we're learning the most is to be more physical, to work as a team, to be a team, and to become one with each other.
Playing for this is my second year, and I chose this as my sport because my brother played it, and I wanted to keep up the legacy with him. So yeah, that's why I played it. Just came from PV over to Penn, and I'm really liking it here.
Why did you decide to come over here?
Because the football team here, it's not as great as PV was, but the people here and the friends you can make are unbreakable bond, honestly.
These coaches seem to be also sort of instilling in all of you guys about brotherhood. Tell me about that.
Well, Coach Young and Coach Frenchie I both know from PV, and instilling brotherhood in them, they've been doing a lot at the team dinners and stuff, telling us how we can bond more, and honestly, we started out as a football team, and now we started out all as brothers.
Oh, they're awesome. I love the way they do this, the way they run practices, how they are at the games. If they weren't here, I don't know how this team how we would have done, but I'm glad they are. They're like me coming in knowing nothing about football. I know so much about it now, and I'm grateful that they're here.
What's been the biggest learning curve for you? Anything? I mean,
probably the basics mostly, because my mom, she would never let me watch it or anything. She's like, no, stay away from it. So I learned a lot, just basics. The conditioning is good. I like the conditioning because when I came in, it was right after I broke my thumb, and then I couldn't do anything because I was in the cast. Then afterwards, I started off slower. I built it up, and then I'm back up, and then I'm playing, and I'm having fun.
I've always wanted to play football, but my mom always thought it was a dangerous sport, so she didn't let me play till high school. So I started in freshman year, the summer between 8th grade year and freshman year, and I've played ever since. So.
Why do you think you stuck with it?
Well, I definitely like the family, the feeling of this sport and of this team. And we've always really stick together, and it's just like being on a team and being a part of this sport is it's so amazing.
You know, it seems like the new coaches have really instilled that this year coming in. Tell me about them.
The coaches are amazing this year. I mean, they're a huge step up from last year. I mean, they care so much about this team, about us being successful, and they work so hard every day. They spend hours after practice going over film, making us better, making sure that, we do well.
What's the biggest learning curve when you come into a program that you have never played before?
Well, it's really difficult. If you join at the wrong time and everyone's already suited up and you go into practice, you not know where to go, not know what to do. You have to get a lot of learning in, watch a lot of plays, and all that.
Do you watch a lot of film as well?
Oh, I watch a lot, yes. I have it on my phone all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I love this team. We weren't so good last year, and now we're coming back as a big team. We're working hard together, and in practices, we're working as hard as we can.
I've been playing football since the 7th grade, and I chose it because it was a family sport, really, and my dad played in high school, and my mom was really athletic. She went here, actually, and was on the national basketball team. Wow. So I was inspired to play football in the 7th grade, mostly because of my dad, and then I just fell in love with the sport. So.
What do you learn the most from year to year when you've been playing for a while as you have?
That giving up gets your ass kicked. Heart, Tommy Hart, and teamwork, like brotherhood. Like I don't know, once you find your niche, then you just fall in love with everyone around you, and it's just really a beautiful thing to have that kind of connection. These coaches really brought us together as a team, and you can see all the players out here that everybody really fell in love with the coaching staff and with Coach Young and Frenchie and all the coaches here. We went from a 27-man roster to a 50-man roster in a year, so it's amazing.
This is my first year playing football. I chose this because I like my friends convinced me first off to play, and I really wanted to play since freshman year, but my parents never let me because they were always afraid of me getting hurt or just getting a concussion, really. But finally, senior year, I was able to convince them to finally play, and I was really, really happy about that.
How did you convince them? What did you have to tell them?
I promise you I won't get a concussion. I now consider this team my family because we all respect each other and we all work hard. If one makes a mistake, we all help each other to fix that mistake that we made so we could be prepared for every Friday game when we play.
This is my first year playing football. I've always been interested, and once I heard they're rebuilding the program, I decided to join.
What sort of put you over the top to play this year?
The new staff that we replaced made me motivate me to join the football team and fix the program. They make us build a team, everyone being committed, showing up to practice, hard work, and then be prepared for the games.
This is my second year playing, coming off an injury sophomore year. I didn't get a chance to play junior year. I chose the sport because all my friends play it, and they tell me how great it is with the new coaching staff, so I just thought I'd come back out here and give it another shot.
What's it been like since you have come back and give it another shot?
It's different. These coaches are so much better, in my opinion, compared to the other coaches because they stress brotherhood and they stress the brotherhood factor, so we really have to bond, get together, get to know each other, and that's something that the other coaches really didn't talk about much, so it's different.
What are you hoping your expectations are for the season?
I think we will be very competitive in league this year. We have a lot of returning players, and we're out here working hard, so I expect us to be very competitive.
Okay, and then do you think you're going to surprise a lot of people?
Yes, I do. There's a lot of people doubting us, and I believe that we're going to do great.
I've been playing football for about 3 years since freshman year, and
and I chose it because of all like the you make a family out here, and it's really fun and competitive.
You've seen two very different teams from this year to last year. What's been the biggest difference?
The biggest difference, how competitive we are, and this year we come together more as a family than last year.
What is the biggest learning curve that you're learning from the coaches, the new coaching staff?
All the new plays and calls, like on defense, all the new blitzes and everything.
It seems like a lot of the guys are saying the same thing about this being a brotherhood. You guys hang out away from the field. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we hang out all the time after practice. Every Friday after games, we always hang out, and just during school and everything else.
It seems like the brotherhood out here is much stronger than I've ever seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it is. We're a huge brotherhood. We all love each other. We're a huge family, and we just play hard every game and every practice.
Winning last week in front of your home crowd was pretty cool. What was that like?
That was awesome. We had that was the most every place was packed. Everyone was here cheering us on, and I liked it. And it was pretty fun.
I only just started playing this year, and it's because I've seen all the hype for it, and I really wanted to be a part of that.
You know, it's interesting because this is not an easy sport to learn. Why did you decide to jump in?
Well, I mean, a lot of people tell me I'd be good because I'm big and physical, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
Did you ever play any other sports? Or?
I played basketball for this school too, for 2 years, freshman and sophomore year.
Okay. So this is new for you, but what's it been like so far?
I mean, it's great. It's better than any other teams I've been with so far, and I enjoy it. I actually genuinely enjoy it.
Is it beyond what you expected, or?
Yeah, definitely. It's above and beyond.
Okay.
So far, this is my second year playing football, and why I chose this because mainly because of my uncles, because they didn't get to play when they were in high school, and they thought it was a really good idea, and plus I was kind of fat.
So this is going to shape you up, right? What was it like to get your first win in front of your home crowd?
It was pretty exciting. I was really happy. I was just hugging all my teammates and stuff, and it was really exciting.
I've been playing football since the beginning of sophomore year, and I started because I don't know, all my friends are doing it, and it's really fun.
Okay, did you play other sports as well? Or?
Yeah, baseball.
Okay, that's interesting. What's the difference in playing baseball versus playing football?
Well, definitely more training.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then baseball you just arm workout and leg workout, more arm though. So
This is much more physical.
yeah, way more.
I'd actually been playing baseball my whole life, and I started freshman year last year at PV. And I transferred this year to Penn to play football again. I wasn't really planning on playing football, but I just heard the coaches, David Young was a good coach, and I just wanted to just try it with them and see how it goes.
Why did you decide to switch from baseball to football?
Oh, no, I just been doing baseball. I just want to try something new, I guess, just work out some different muscles pretty much.
What's it been like since you've been playing football?
It's been fun. It's definitely given me a life lesson that you can't really get from playing any other sport.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, just football, it's dedication to be out here, and it just turns you into a man, I guess.
I started playing tackle football in 3rd grade, so this will be my 9th year. I started playing mostly because of my brother, and I've always wanted to play.
Okay, you've been playing for a really long time. What do you think that you learn from year to year playing football, and what are you learning now?
I just learned more technique and more about football every day, and with this team it's a lot more learning than in the past years, a lot more up-tempo, a lot more intense.
You've got new coaches. What is the biggest learning curve for you guys for them?
All the practice is a lot more up-tempo, and everything is a lot more we got practice a lot more, practice a lot longer, and everyone's working harder this year.
It seems like the intensity is really different this year too. What expectations do you have?
Our expectations are to make playoffs. We haven't made playoffs in a while, so hopefully we can do that this year.
Well, I've been playing for a long time now. This is my 10th year now. I played Pop Warner, so it's pretty fun. And I picked this school because I thought I could help this school, get better and compete with the better schools and everything.
Is this your first year at this school, or?
No, I'm a senior, so this is my 4th year here.
Okay, you've had quite difference in 2 seasons. Okay, the way that things left last year, did you think this program would be put back together?
It was hard to kind of process that, but
I knew he was going to come back. I knew that I heard that Coach Young was coming really early, and so I knew the program was going to come back, and I knew that maybe we could, come back and be in a football team again.
It seems like a really amazingly different program. The coaches really come together and are teaching you guys a lot of stuff. Tell me about that.
Well, we're just a whole group of people who care about each other and stuff, and we're a big family, and it's really important, especially for the younger guys and stuff, to really be there. And coaches are really great, and they care about us and stuff, and it's wonderful, and that's all you can ask for as a player.
I played football freshman year here. I quit and then joined back my senior year. I came back because of the new coach I heard about, and I heard he's pretty legit, so kind of bought into it. So
What's it been like since you've been back?
being under Coach Young, it's like someone I actually want to play for. I feel that he has the credentials to really put this team back on the map, and we just got to keep pushing on forward from there.
I've been playing football for 2 years. I played freshman year, didn't play sophomore year, and now I'm back junior year. And I chose it to be my sport because it's unlike any other. You're able to come out here, put some pads on, fight against some other kids, and then at the end of the day, call them your brothers.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You've got new coaches this year. What's it been like learning under them?
It's been really interesting. I could say now that we have these new coaches, we've learned a lot more than the other coaches.
What are the practices like?
Practices, they're intense. They're really intense. There's not much more I can say about it. They're really fun because we get to come out here and play with each other and just hit each other, and then at the end of the day, laugh.
I've been playing football here for 2 years. This is my second year, my sophomore year, and I chose this as my sport because it's the most fun sport to play here, in my opinion, because you come out and you just hit people as hard as you can, and you get hit back too, but it's just fun, the camaraderie on the team and everything. It just makes it the best sport ever.
It seems like you guys have changed from this year to last year. Obviously, last year wasn't too good the way it ended, but this year it seems stronger than ever.
Yes. Last year our coaches didn't really give us the greatest chances to have the best team we could possibly have, but this year our coaches are really helping us being the best team we can be.
Seems like they're really motivating you guys when you're out here as well.
Yes, they're motivating us a ton. Yeah.
What's the biggest learning curve when you have new coaches?
Just learning their style of coaching and how they are. It all just depends on what they want to teach as well, because they have different positions, would do different things with different coaches.
Seems like you guys are a brotherhood out here, and the camaraderie is really great.
Yes, we're all brothers here. We've been here through adversity and everything, and we're just a band of brothers.
I've been playing football for 5 years, and I like the sport because both my brothers played, and it's really, really fun.
Okay, since you've been playing for a while, what do you learn from year to year? There are so many little things to learn in football. What do you learn, or you think you're learning most now?
Right now we're learning to perfect all the stuff that we've tried to been learning, because we had to change everything from last year, so we've been trying to perfect what we learned off season and stuff.
What's the biggest learning curve having new coaches this year?
Probably the defense. It was confusing at first, and you have a lot of different I was trying to think of the word
Schemes or plays.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your expectations for the team this year, do you think?
I want us to do as good as possible. I think we can make playoffs at least, and that's the real big thing.
I've been playing football for 2 years since last year started. So I chose it because I don't know. As a kid, I've been watching football all my life, so I just decided might as well give it a try, and then I love the sport.
Did you ever play any other sports, or?
Yes, I played basketball, but after I started paying attention more to football, I just decided to play football now. So.
You guys have new coaches this year. What's been the biggest challenge working with new people?
It's great. It's better than last year, because these coaches actually put some effort into making sure we do good this year and not be reflective of last year.
I've been playing for 5 years, 2 years in Pop Warner and 3 years in high school, and I like it because you could let out all your aggression on the field and then you just go home and relax, and you could also have a whole team of brothers to back you up on and off the field.
This team is really different from last year. You have new coaches. What's been the biggest learning curve with new coaches?
Mostly a different playbook, but also learning how to play with mostly how to play with new plays, basically, and basically how to adjust to how they want you and how to go harder than before.
What are your expectations for the team this year?
I expect us to be able to go to playoffs this year. With the new CIF rules, I think we could definitely go to playoffs.
This is my second year playing football, and I trust this as my sport because it's just nice to get all my aggression out on the field and then come home and relax with my whole family.
What's it been like to work with the new coaches?
It's a lot different than last year. We condition a lot more. The playbook's also really different, and a lot more. It's a lot more intense than last year.
I've been playing football ever since I was a freshman. It's going to be my 4th year now. And I decided to play football just because, I've always liked contact sports, but I never really had the opportunity in middle school, because of my mom. But, she finally let the reins off and let me get on the field, and it's been a wonderful decision.
This has been kind of an amazing turnaround for you guys since last year, and now you've come out, you won your first game. What have been the biggest challenges so far?
I think the biggest challenges have just been, we have a lot of kids who haven't played football before, and I think just drilling the fundamentals and making sure how important the little things are in executing on the field and off the field, that's really been the hardest thing, the attitude to instill that in all of our players.
How do you do that? How do you go about doing that, especially somebody who's been around for a while?
I really try to show what being a Panther is in the weight room. That's where I personally excel as a captain. As I also try to keep the players in line on the field. A lot of our other captains, like Marco and Jeff, they're absolutely amazing athletes on the field, and they really show what they're capable of, in practice. They're always going 100%.
I started playing football around middle school, but I didn't start playing tackle football until high school. And my brother played it, so I just picked it up through him, and I just enjoyed it, and I just continued ever since.
What do you think the biggest challenge is this year going into the season where you're basically starting from scratch?
I think the biggest challenge is the younger players is basically buying the system and just put 100% effort into everything they do and just going out and competing.
How do you drill that into their head to start believing and buying into?
I guess it just starts with the upperclassmen, just showing that how hard we work and just going 100% on every play and competing, just showing them that this season's different and that we could change it and that this team could turn everything around.
I've been playing football ever since the 2nd grade, and it was just one of those sports that just stuck around with me when I was growing up. I played other sports, but football is the one that I like the most.
I was going to ask you that because people that play other sports, did you find it difficult to play other sports, or did you enjoy that?
No, it wasn't really difficult playing other sports. I liked football the most because I just felt like I understood it more than other sports.
And so far, this has been pretty much since what happened last year, the rebuilding of a team. What's it been like being a part of this sort of new Peninsula football team?
It's great. I think it's gonna, it's a good start to the future. I think, in the next coming years, the freshmen now and the incoming freshmen are gonna do really good for the next couple of years.
What kind of things did some of the younger players ask you guys?
They really ask us how it is playing varsity football, how is it different than freshman football. So we just tell them it's a lot more intense and it's a lot more preparation for the games.
This is my first year playing football. I was really interested in playing football since freshman year, but I was never big enough, and I guess this year was just a time for me, just to play because I just got bigger and stuff. So.
What was the deciding factor to play this year?
Just my friends, they encouraged me to play, and my dad encouraged me too because he played in high school. So it was yeah, so far it's been a great experience. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Is it what you thought it would be? Is it more?
Um, yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Like, just my teammates are unbelievable. I never thought I would be closest to my friends as much as right now, and it's just been a great experience.
Seems like this is a very united team. Do you think that that helps as far as building team building?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's something special about this team. We have this brotherhood, this family-like bond that I don't really see in any other sports, actually, because I've been in in wrestling, volleyball, and just like different sports, and this is something else.
I've been playing football since freshman year, and I just wanted to join football freshman year. So.
This year, because of after what happened last year, it seems like this is a very united team. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I actually skipped last year, and I feel a bit guilty about it, seeing that our team didn't finish their season last year. So I felt like I needed to come back and be a part of this team.
It seemed pretty cool last week getting the win in front of your home crowd. What did that feel like?
Oh, it was exhilarating. It really felt like Penn football was back. So.
Well, last season, Principal Mitzi Kress had to make an impossible decision for the team: continue the season with a high risk of injury or shut it down and start over. It was a controversial decision, but this principal vowed that Panther football would play again. Here's more of my exclusive interview with this devoted and determined high school principal.
It's emotional for me too. In fact, I get kind of teary thinking about it, because I last year had to make probably the toughest decision of my professional career when we suspended the games. And I only could have dreamed that we would maybe have what we have right now. And it's a dream. I never could have imagined it. All the pieces fell in place. I think we had some divine guidance. I am just full of joy and excitement.
You know, you put it back together piece by piece, starting with David Young, your new head coach. What has he brought that has really helped to make this program complete now?
He's brought a positive can-do attitude with a lot of energy and integrity. And it's interesting because I was seeking guidance and help a year ago, well, not quite a year ago, about 11 months ago, talking with people in the community, alumni, other coaches, and I called in every single football player and spoke with them. And they shared about this teacher that they had for PE at Rancho Vista, and his name was David Young, and he would be the best coach in the world. And they loved him way back when, and now he's our coach here. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. I feel a special connection to these boys because they were really hurting. They wanted to play. They were committed, and I've thanked them each for believing in Peninsula High, believing in the Panther spirit. But when I met with each of them, they were angry, they were hurt. Sometimes they didn't understand, and we had great conversations. And I feel like I know each of these boys, and I know what their soul is like. And they're out there, and they are my heroes.
The new coaching staff had a huge challenge knowing they would have to start from the bottom and put this team back together, and an even bigger task to be competitive. So far it's worked out. Peninsula won their first game this season. What's been the biggest challenge in fielding a team, a brand new team this year?
A commitment, getting these guys to buy into the commitment of how much harder it's going to be to start something new. Since there was no ground laid already, they really all had to come in and start from the bottom up. We didn't have anybody who was such a superstar on our team that can take us out of the depths. We had to really join together from freshman to senior now, come together and make a team.
Interesting, because you said there's not a lot of superstars, but everybody's sort of starting in the same playing field. From a coach perspective, that must be kind of refreshing.
Refreshing for me because I can see the work in progress. refreshing for them as well, because a lot of them, whether they had something with the old coach or the old coach had an attitude toward them, I told them flat out, it's a new day, I'm a new person, and all you have to do is prove to me you want to be here and work hard. And it's turned out to be a really good thing for them, because a lot of them, I think, were happy to turn over a new leaf and get a second chance, because how many times do we really get a second chance to perform or compete?
You've talked about you learning how to play the Peninsula football way. What does that mean?
What I've learned about the Peninsula football way is hard work and effort trump all. And if we can bring hard work and our effort to a maximal potential every day, and our skills will just combine to get us to be good football players.
Now, the Rams are back in Los Angeles, so I thought I'd have some fun with these guys and find out who their favorite NFL team is and the players that they follow.
Well, I like the Rams because they just came in, but I'm an Eagles fan. Yeah.
The NFL's kind of rough. I don't have a favorite team at the moment, but I'm a huge Marcus Mariota fan.
My favorite team is probably the Chargers or maybe the Rams because they came back, and my favorite player is Keenan Allen.
Favorite team's New York Giants, and then favorite NFL player would be OBJ.
Favorite NFL team probably has to go with the Jets, and my favorite player to watch is Brandon Marshall.
I've started to watch a little bit USC more. My dad, my uncle, my aunt all went there, so it's like in the family, that team. Yeah.
Well, I don't really follow them anymore, but I used to really follow the Giants. And then I'd say that in the past, my favorite player has been Eli Manning.
Favorite NFL team must be the Patriots.
I follow the Philadelphia Eagles. That's my favorite team.
A great new quarterback, don't you?
Yeah, Carson Wentz is pretty good.
I've been a Patriots fan since 2005. I've always been a Tom Brady fan.
The Oakland Raiders and Khalil Mack.
I'm a 49ers fan. I'm a big fan of Carlos Hyde at running back. I think he's coming off an injury just like me, and I think he's going to prove everyone wrong. So, yeah.
My favorite NFL team is the Raiders, just because my dad was a Raiders fan when they played in LA, so I guess I just followed them.
I like the New England Patriots, and my favorite player is a Hall of Famer, it's Ty Law. But if I would pick one now, I'd probably pick Gronkowski.
And do you ever watch football, NFL football, any players you like to watch?
Yeah, I watch it from time to time. I'm not a huge fan, but it's enjoyable.
You might be more of a huge fan after this season.
Probably.
I'd probably say the Rams, just because they used to be in LA and they're coming back.
I watch the Rams a lot, and my favorite player is probably like Todd Gurley or something.
Probably Patriots. I like Tom Brady, and probably wide receiver. Would probably go with Odell Beckham Jr.
My favorite team is the Green Bay Packers.
Particular players, or?
I say my favorite player is Sam Shields.
My favorite NFL team is the Saints, and my favorite player is Drew Brees. Yeah, he's great. He's a Hall of Famer, so yeah.
Favorite team is the Eagles. Yeah, and just like I like LaShawn McCoy, even though he was traded, but I like LaShawn McCoy.
My team's the Minnesota Vikings. My favorite player there is probably Harrison Smith, free safety.
I don't really watch the NFL. I prefer college more.
Favorite college team?
Oregon Ducks.
My favorite NFL team is the Chargers. My favorite player this year has probably got to be Melvin Gordon.
My favorite NFL team is probably the Falcons. Yeah, but that was because Tony Gonzalez was my favorite player, probably ever.
Green Bay Packers, and I enjoy watching Clay Matthews.
I like the Saints and Drew Brees, especially on the Saints. Yeah.
My favorite NFL team is the 49ers, and my favorite players probably Cam Newton.
I really like the Seahawks just because they're right in the gridiron, the run and gun, smash mouth football. That's what it's all about. My boy Marshawn Lynch, I love him. He's great.
My favorite football team is the Niners, and they beat the Rams this week, so yeah.
Now I'm a Saints fan. Yeah.
Why the Saints?
I don't know, because Reggie Bush is my favorite player at USC, and when they drafted him, just started liking the team.
Favorite team is the Chargers, and I love Keenan Allen.
My favorite NFL team is probably the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, because my whole family's from Oakland, and they live in the Bay Area. So yeah, and my favorite player is probably Kaepernick, but even though he's not doing that well right now, I still support him 100%.
My favorite NFL team, Rams, because they're back.
Probably LA Rams and Todd Gurley. I like Odell Beckham Jr. I just like him as a receiver. He's like a good guy to look up to.
My favorite NFL team is probably the Minnesota Vikings. Favorite player, well, I don't know, it's pretty much undecided yet.
My favorite team is definitely the Chargers, and my favorite player is probably Josh Norman.
My dad likes the Vikings a lot, but I'm not really a follower of that. I'm trying to pick up the Rams now they're in Los Angeles, but it's not really. I'm not have the time to watch really. Yeah.
Give yourself some time. Maybe later in this season you'll get a chance to watch it more.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite NFL team is the Cowboys, and yeah, yeah, I like Des Bryant.
And that will do it for today's show. A big thank you to the Peninsula Panther football team. Thank you for spending some time with us. I'm Maria Sorreo, and we'll see you next time.